Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, Speed Gaming fans around the globe. I'm WXFan21. I'm here, I'm late, but I am here. It's all Stev's fault. I'm kidding.
Okay.
I'm WXFan21. Stev hanging out on tracking
Awesome.
with us tonight. Happy, happy, happy. Let's get this started. I hope you all are as excited about this as I am. We have an unmuted mic. We'll try getting that fixed. We're going to start at Bubble Mountain, heading on in to Watering Hole, where we're going to find an energy tank and we're going to find supers. So, double super energy tank start here, folks. Hope you all as excited as I am.
Ammo seed?
Woof. Back to my normal setup. So I'll get my microphone set up here eventually. But in the meantime, we're here, we're casting, we're having fun. We are starting out pretty interesting.
There was a map. Okay, up there. Okay, I'm not doing that. Alright, we're damage boosting.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're here, we're ready, I'm back, I'm focused. I apologize if the audio quality isn't the greatest, but ready to go. There's our morph, finally. Ooh, morph into bombs!
Charge, okay.
Morph, bomb, and charge. This makes my tracker Stev extremely happy. I do know Stev enjoys a good morph, bomb, charge combo.
Go left and see what's over there.
I have no idea if Stev actually does not like it. But in the meantime, I'm sure Stev does love it.
Oh.
Can everybody hear me okay?
My bad, sorry.
Excellent. Yeah, see, Stev does love those majors. Sunwoo using an upside-down Samus today. Upside-down backwards Samus. Sunwoo does enjoy a good troll every now and again. Stev is on tracking. Stev is not commentating. Stev's too busy probably having a cookie. I'm kidding. I'd love to have a cookie. Can someone get me a cookie? I want a cookie! Yeah, I went into their stream, I asked them to mute, and they were very nice and did. Tickles has to be careful here, just 9 energy. Able to refill here a little bit, though. Tickles was nice enough to mute for us, I greatly appreciate it. Switch out here, changing layouts and stuff. Now everything's at the top instead of the bottom. This is kind of weird. But anyway, what an interesting seed. We take a look at this. You start at Bubble Mountain. This is as bad as the seed I ran with people the other day. Bubble Mountain seed. I had no idea how to get out of here. I didn't know how to run the strats, but you see the runners being able to do it with no problem. Beautifully done by Tickles. Sunwoo's gonna take a quick reset. A very weird seed to get things started for sure. You've got double supers and energy and grapple. So this does open up here the pre-X-Ray grapple highway. So we'll see what Tickles wants to do here. Sunwoo's gonna farm real quick. There's Varia Suit, which opens up a lot of these heated rooms. Tickles in the lead here now on the restream. So yes, my apologies for running late. My entire setup is kind of sort of back, with the exception of my microphone. I'm not doing that now. So you're going to have to deal with me, chat, here on this, my headset mic, which is just as good. Oh, who am I kidding? My microphone is better. But in the meantime, Tickles doing really well here. Sunwoo's probably a little bit behind. Oh, this is an interesting strat here by Tickles. There you go. Only way to get up Old Mountain right now. Moonwalk jump back. There's Grapple. Was hiding out in jail. Chad, if you're excited for a little map rando, give me a hell yeah. That's right. My pro wrestling fanism is not gonna stop. Shout out Stone Cold Steve Austin. Fishing Boo wants Prime 1. Got it. Fishing Boo, come see us Sunday, 2 o'clock Eastern, if you want Prime 1 rando. So now we're seeing Tickles do Gauntlet, which we already saw Sunwoo do. I just cleaned the office and all the equipment. I will not be doing that here. I felt like I was doing spring cleaning. Which right now may or may not feel like what the racers are doing, having a little spring cleaning, considering it's kind of open. Like, they've done everything they can do at the moment. Tickle's able to get the first missile pack. And power bombs, which are clutch. Oh, make no mistake, if I ever actually formally announced a big event, I would come out to Sami Zayn's theme song. So now Sunwoo's going to go to the gauntlet check he couldn't do before because of Speed Boost to Highway. So I've said it before, I'll say it again. Make sure you head over to maprando.com. Maprando.com is going to get you access to everything you see the racers running. I played a bunch of seeds over the weekend, basic tricky race. Let's see, what else did I end up doing? Basic tricky, basic desolate, which I ended up forfeiting. That seed was just loads of brutal. By the time I would have finished it would have been about 2.5, 3 hours. Desolate seeds are no joke. Hard tricky put me up Old Mountain to start, and it was not fun. I was looking up strats how to do it. I was proud of myself. I actually made it a lot farther in one race than I really thought I did, so I'm totally fine with this. Now what you're going to see Tickles do is something where I have plenty of time to tell you all about and promote maprando.com. Come join the Discord, generate your own seeds over at maprando.com, just like I did. Come join the races. If you're not ready to race your points, we have in the Discord what we call chill racers, which is what I was doing over the weekend. Tons of people coming on in, joining. You don't have to do hard tricky. You could be crazy like some of our runners that love to do expert desolate seeds, or insane tricky, or even crazier, insane Insane Desolate. Because some people just like craziness. No, I kid, but in all seriousness here, Tickles gets the map. You take a look, and there's really nothing here on the top of Meridia. So it's going to be a play to continue to go back down. Oh, there's a connector up there. Didn't get too much of a good look at the map here. But we'll get another look at it here, I'm sure. Sunwoo at this point is about 2.5 minutes behind. Ah, Red Tower, how I don't like you. Beyond challenge is what the crazies are running, says Aussie. Ooh, hello, Indiana Jones here at Criteria. Tickles wants this Indiana Jones item, so is going to IBJ on up. It's not the fastest thing on the planet, folks, but it is firmly in logic. And sometimes because... So, you might be asking yourself, WX, why the heck are they doing an infinite bomb jump? It was because right now, as you see at Indiana Jones and over here at Red Tower, more specifically to Red Tower, you don't have high jump or spring ball to be able to get up, and you don't have ice beam to use it for the enemies. Indiana Jones, if you wanted to, you could grapple across. It's long, it's lengthy, you could miss it, and you have no way back, so it's a one-shot attempt. Infinite bomb jumping is still heading back on up to be able to get that item. Turned out to just be a missile, and we have found Everest! So Tickles is going to do what is called a gravity jump. And basically, gravity jumping is, you're going to see Tickles wall jump here off the side. It's going to get him a bit of momentum. In the game, the momentum is going to carry through toilet here, up into the water room. So you're going to have that pre-water physics, which is going to allow you to get up here just like that. And with the grapple beam, Everest firmly in logic here. Did anyone else hear that? I just heard Aussie and every other speedrunner clapping that WX can actually talk a little bit of technicalese. Nah, I kid. There's so much technical stuff. Like, what you're going to see Sunwoo do here at Red Tower, I couldn't do. I had to destroy every enemy here, and I still couldn't do it. Wall jumping in and of itself is extremely difficult. And to do these tight wall jumps with the enemies are even more difficult. So Tickle's is at landing site now, looking for that map station. Sunwoo has found his way into Indiana Jones. He will most likely go ahead for the infinite bomb jump here. He's going to find just a missile. Tickles finds Croc escape. Is this going to be something important? It's an energy tank, definitely important. Need more of those to complete the seed. The X-ray beam. I mean X-ray scope. I mean microwave beam. So that sucks. Tickles is in pre-full happy, or is in full happy room, and what sucks about that is none of that can, I guess, technically be in logic, and now Tickles has no choice. He has to IBJ out of here. Oy vey. Otzi hitting us up as one of the devs of Map Rando, telling us that the top of Red Tower with the enemies alive is a hard trick, with the enemies dead is a medium trick. So wall jumping for me is still hard, so the fast wall jumping is even harder. Aussie seems to be extremely excited at watching the racers suffer with an IBJ seed. I'm kidding, Aussie. We miss your fantastic voice and analytics here on commentary. How Sunwoo can play with this sprite, I have absolutely no idea. He's literally doing this for the trolls. I've been in his stream and he's been doing a lot of these weird sprites. Dev wants even more craziness. So Sunwoo's found Coliseum and Brinstar. Now the question's going to be, do you do what Tickles is doing? And do you IBJ up bomb site? You're still far away from the map. Or do you stay in Bryn? You gotta figure out what to do here. Meridia's dead. There's nothing else to do there. Criteria, you've got Wreck Ship and Meridia. And we're gonna see what Tickles is gonna find. Tickles finds the Wreck Ship. So Sunwoo, oh no, it's Torian! Ooh. So Sunwoo is going to leave the Wreck Ship and elect to go all the way back through. He's going to have to find his way to Torium. Aussie letting us know Coliseum needs high jump to be logical. And for those of you wall jumping fans, wall jumping is in basic, consecutive wall jumps are medium, and staggered wall jumps are hard. Wall jumps are not easy. Matter of fact, shout out to Anthony who helped me with wall jumping. Gave me a good trick to at least start with wall jumps. Wall jumps are not easy. I think it's one of the more difficult mechanics. So there's Dragon, there's Ridley, in a very big Torian. Tickle's playing with the area palette on. A big shout out to all of you fine folks. It is my honor, pleasure, and privilege to tell all of you that in this race right now that you're seeing, this Community Weekly, 26 entrants are competing. 26 people. Shout out to the community. Sunwoo's found his way to Mama Twaddle after he defeated Kraid. So Tickles has left Kraid behind. We'll see if this proves to be something interesting. Sunwoo out here shooting the turtles. How dare you? Nah, I kid. What is going to be the item here up top? It's more supers. That's going to give Sunwoo 15 super missiles. And he's not going to get them. He didn't like what was in the wall. Is he going to try speed jumping? No. But he needs Mama Turtle back at the right point, so he's going to go for these supers. And what's in the wall? Oh, Sunwoo takes a shell hit from Mama Turtle. That is unfortunate. Mama Turtle doing 100 energy tanks worth of damage. Needs to be extremely careful. 100 damage, so 1 energy tank. Y'all knew what I meant, and now Tickles is here. Everyone can laugh at Tickles. It's okay. He missed the major. Or they missed the major. Nah, I kid. He gets the power bomb. They knew what they were doing the entire time. They knew what they were doing. Sunwoo, he has no clue what he's doing. Apparently, Sunwoo has forgotten completely how to get a, how to get the Mama Turtle item. Aussie says, bad C for being an upside down Samus. So Sunwoo has foregone the, both miners there. They were both X's, so that we know one was a super, we don't know what was in the wall. Now, for Tickles, finding that plasma beam is huge. Because now what Tickles has is a 450 charge shot damage beam, which is massive. Should the, I mean, right now, Tickles needs gravity for go mode. What you see Tickles doing is fun arm pumping. It does make Samus go faster. Tickles using the classic Mega Man X sprite. We have two Mega Man X sprites now, the original, and one that here's Beardness has. It's a bearded Mega Man X sprite. Tickles has found Kraid. Easy kills for Tickles. Sorry, folks, I thought I muted my microphone. I was readjusting one of my monitors because it was bothering me. So here we go, folks. I hope you all are excited. We are ready in here and ready to go. Tickles has found their way into the wrecked ship. 3 bosses left. We know where Ridley and Dragon are. We need to find where Fantoon is. Well, we ain't gonna do anything. The racers have to do things. And Fantoon is, in fact, in the wreck ship. How do we know this? Tickles found the deactivated save station. That means Fantoon is in this area. So Sunwoo does get the Mama Turtle items, double supers. Tickles at 25 supers, Sunwoo at 20. For those of you that don't know, super missiles do double damage to, wait for it, Mother Brain and Ridley. In both casual and map rando super missiles, it takes 30 supers to defeat Ridley. In map rando, it takes 30 supers to defeat Mother Brain. Daewoo is making his way back to Brinstar and is going to do Coliseum out of logic. Nothing is stopping the racers from doing anything out of logic. It's just this is not where Sunwoo is going to want to be, and we know he's unfortunately going down the wrong path because there is nothing major here inside of Brinstar. There are no bosses. Gravity could be here. High jump is not going to be, at least in this area, high jump needed for Coliseum. Woo. Tickle's out here having a grand old time. The Sunwoo Farmer, as he heads into Big Ping, could find some big items here, could find Gravity Suit. And Tickles just misses beating Fantoon. Fantoon is now in his enraged state. What happens if you hit Fantoon with a super missile? He enters this enraged state. Sunwoo picks up a couple more missiles. And Tickles has beaten Fantoon. Very exciting. 2 bosses down for Tickles. Aussie apparently not a fan of Fantoon. And there you go, folks. You're going to see nothing. Brinstar is completely dead. Not even one freaking major. Nothing. No more majors. 1 major, excuse me, left here in the wreck ship, and that is to the right of Pants Room. It's right on Tickles' way out. He'll most likely, they will most likely go for it. And they are not. They do not want to deal with Pants Room. It's also, I believe, it can't be gravity because you need gravity to get there. Could have been speed. Folks, if you're loving what you're seeing from the racers, first of all, you can make sure you give them a follow. Exclamation point are in the Twitch chat. Go give them a follow. Exclamation point C to follow the commentary and tracking team. And we want to make sure you go follow Aussie101 as well, one of the amazing Map Rando developers. Shout out to Aussie, Matto, and the rest of the Map Rando development team. They always do an outstanding job. Sunwoo is getting further away from where he needs to be. He's now into Norfair. And Tickles is about to go the wrong way. I don't understand this at all. Tickles, you know exactly where the remaining bosses are. Unless Tickles didn't get the Meridia map information. Not Meridia. I believe it's criteria where the remaining bosses are. This does give Sunwoo an attempted chance here, but again, he's going the wrong way. Someone get the man a U-turn signal, please. Free wave room. That's technically go mode for Sunwoo! Sunwoo knew what he was doing the whole time! What do we know, chat? Nah, I kid. But speaking of pancakes, I steal Golem and chat says, pancakes. Speaking of pancakes, had some amazing fresh blueberry pancakes the last couple of days, or a couple days ago. The place accidentally messed up my order. They thought I meant 2 pancakes. I wanted 2 orders of pancakes, so got some extra pancakes. Double days of fresh blueberry pancakes. So good. And they're the big ones. They're not little ones, like big pancakes. I have not eaten dinner yet. I mean, we didn't really need gravity for anything, but there were some water rooms that'll make Everest easier. It's going to make Dragon easier. I guess easier in terms of movement. Sunwoo got gravity purely so we can talk about pancakes. Chat, what is your favorite kind of pancake? Let me know in the Twitch chat. I do love a good blueberry pancake. Second favorite, though, has to be chocolate chip. Do love a good buttermilk pancake as well. What is a duck pancake? I don't even want to know. I don't even want to know. Waffles are good too. Some fresh strawberries and blueberries on there. Delicious. What else do you want me to talk about, chat? They are literally nowhere near me to be. Ooh! Bolton chat says it's 1:30 a.m. with AR, and now they're craving pancakes with cheese. I've never heard of pancakes with cheese. Volt, do tell more. So there you go. Torian has Dragon, and Ridley and Tickles now realizes they are going away. They need to get back to Torian. Both racers need to head to Torian, but Sunwoo, you need to get to the wrecked ship to fight Fantoon. Tickles ought to be in a world of trouble. Tickles, you need to get out of that accident, does. Tickles is going to have a very tough time getting back through Fast Pillar's room, but the pancakes are going to make it easier for Tickles. Interesting, Twinkie. Oh, Gouda on pancakes is interesting. Crepes is a whole nother ballgame. Crepes are delicious. Nice, Volt. Speaking of food, we could easily see some crispy fried shrimp, as both racers do have that grapple beam that's going to come in handy for the Dragon battle. I don't think either Twinkie or Volt are understanding what we're talking about with pancakes at all. It's all good. Someone actually likes the upside down Samus sprite. We're gonna ban you from Twitch chat. I'm kidding, mods, I'm kidding. It's a joke. Sunwoo's gonna attempt to go left here again. Twitch chat's in rare form today. Oh, it's true, Renegade. I was saying this earlier. If you watch Sunwoo Farmer's stream, and I've been watching his stream for a while. So he said that he wants to try out some of these really weird sprites and just meme it. He's done the reverse one. He's now doing the upside down reverse Samus. He enjoys it. Pickles found his way back over to Torian. Now it's a play for Dragon and Ridley. Ridley is still not going to be an easy fight with 3 energy tanks. Yes, you have Varia. Yes, you got supers. Still not going to be an easy fight, though. Here we go. We've been talking about food on the stream. Are we going to get a little bit of crispy fried shrimp here with Dragon? Stev says that Mother Brain's been found past pre-happy. Big information to have. Because Tickles, I don't think, has that information. And bang! Serving up some crispy fried shrimp on Tickles' side of the race. Everybody's still racing. Tickles with one boss left. And it's the biggest pain in the butt boss. That is Ridley. Again, a 3 energy tank Ridley fight. Is not gonna be pleasant. Very doable, but not pleasant as Sunwoo's come across Wave Beam as Croc was guarding Wave. So, Mother Brain found. I don't know what Sunwoo was looking for other than that. Maybe he's looking for plasma? Here we go, folks. All you need is a couple of these well-placed plasma shots, and then to finish Ridley off with those supers. Sunwoo finally heading back the correct way. Sunwoo giving up that wave beam, taking the reset back to sight. Heads up to the wrecked ship. Those is almost done with Ridley. Again, Sunwoo right now with just that charge beam. Took a pivot save. Reverted back to the ship, gave up wave beam. This is going to allow Sunwoo to continue to finally now get to the correct area, gets the Torian, grabs more supers. Tickles is done. All Tickles has to do is get to Mother Brain. All bosses down, and a nice Ridley fight as well. All racers still racing. We're going to see racers start to finish up very quickly. Racers, your prize for winning today, whoever finishes in first place here on the restream, gets to order Aussie and I dinner. How excited are all of you? I kid. The prize is a ridiculous amount of points. To put into perspective, if you've never been in racetime.gg, everyone is assigned points. So you will hear sometimes commentators talk about points. So points in racetime.gg are on the far right-hand side of your name. These points are often pretty much like bragging rights. How good are you? How many seeds have you run? Where are you at in the totem pole of whatever you're running? So for example, Aussie has infinity points because he's that good. No, Aussie's over 3,000 in points. In this race room, the number one that we see is Eddie at 3,272. Oates is at 3,202. Then you have Spiffy right at that 3,000 line at 2,998. Nitro 2,991. Nevdi's at 2,953. So that's everyone above 28. Lynx is there, Path. Sunwoo's at 1,887. Tickles at 1,746. This is going to be big for both of these racers here on the restream today. And again, it's really cool. It's a whole season. There's plenty of time to get your points in. If you want to get in and play and you want to get in and do ranked races, by all means, come do it. The community is awesome. They're outstanding. They're great. Come do it. Come play. They'd love to have you. I know we all would. Like I said, I was doing rando races all weekend. Tons of people came in. I was struggling with some. Got nothing but cheered on throughout the races and the seeds. It's an amazing community. Maprando.com. Join the Discord. If you like other ones, come join the other ones. We got a multi-category tournament going on. So much to do with Super Metroid. Maprando was my favorite randomizer. And it just makes this game that is 30 years old super fun and fresh. Sunwoo Farmer has also got some crispy fried shrimp. Dragon down for Sunwoo. What's interesting for Sunwoo is he knows exactly where Mother Brain is. Tickles does not. And we do have people finishing up in the race time room. And we had a fight for first place. The difference between first and second place in this community weekly is 3 seconds. A 3-second difference between first and second place. I love it when you can see stuff like that, and it's none other than Oats and Goats and Eddie. Oats finishing in first place with a time of 41 minutes and 6 seconds. Eddie finishes in second with a time of 41 minutes and 9 seconds. We will see what our racers can do here. How can they beat each other here in this restream? Because something to keep in mind, as I've mentioned, Tickles has no idea where Mother Brain is, so Tickles is going to go all the way to this Norfair map and realize that it's not there. Tickles never went to find Mother Brain. Tickles didn't do the crazy tracking that Sunwoo did. Sunwoo lucked into Mother Brain and then got the map station. Tickles has no clue where Mother Brain is, which is good for us on the restream. We get to see a little bit closer. Remember, Sunwoo's going to have to go from Torian to the wreck ship to fight Fantoon, beat Fantoon, then go all the way back to Criteria. The escape is going to be super quick. Now, what Sunwoo is doing here is doing powerbomb hits. So, notice where Sunwoo is laying powerbomb. The goal of hitting Ridley with powerbombs is to do double the damage. Each powerbomb on Ridley does 200 damage. There is a way that you can have 400 damage to Ridley if you're able to hit a double powerbomb. Basically, it hits him on the first, right as the powerbomb finishes, you can hit Ridley a second time with the same powerbomb, doing 400 damage. You'll see that trick used a lot in Hard Tricky and above. Nicely done from Sunwoo. Sunwoo with 3 bosses down. Tickles has the right idea. Tickles looking at the right area. Tickles is now going to head back to Criteria to go beat Mother Brain. Sunwoo, if you want a shot at beating Tickles on the restream, you are going to need to get on over to the wrecked ship. But as Sunwoo drained all of his resources on his way out of Ridley, he's taking a quick farm. In Map Rando, there are these farm rooms that are strategically placed in randomizers to give the racers the opportunity to be able to basically refill their stuff. So, what does that mean? Sunwoo went from Dragon to Ridley, drained his resources. Well, there was the post-Batoon hallway that had a farm station. He was able to fill on up and to move on over. Upside down, Samus is making their way over to the wreck ship. Tickles is lost. Norfair has the rest of the majors. Tickles no need majors. Tickles needs to make what they're getting to Mother Brain. And now Sunwoo is gonna get his beam. Gonna make things a heck of a lot easier here for the Woo. Nito finishes in 3rd place. Nevdi finishes in 4th place in this Community Weekly. GG's to all of the racers that have finished already. Yeah, so I've done a lot of commentary, and where I first started commentating for Sunwoo Farmer was Speedrunners Arena. Shout out to them. I started watching them there, and then all of a sudden I came up with the Woo as a nickname for Sunwoo Farmer. So that's why you'll hear me refer to him sometimes as the Woo. And a nice high five in worst room in the game. Tickles finding their way back over to Torian. Easier this way to get back to Criteria. Sunwoo Farmer has to IBJ here. Is going to attempt... So what Sunwoo's doing is a pixel-perfect wall jump. This without high jump is extremely difficult and has elected to give it up. What Sunwoo was doing was not in logic. Aussie, pixel perfect, worst room in the game, wall jump. What level is that? Expert? If I had to guess? Oh no, Tickles reset out of Dragon and Ridley! Good chat. Extreme level trick. Not even expert, extreme. Which is a level above expert. This allows Sunwoo to take over. Can the Woo pull it back? Because the Woo still has absolutely no idea where Fantoon is. Dragon once again defeated here for Tickles. Again, a massive shout out to the entire Super Metroid community. Players are finishing all over the place. Sunwoo and Tickles, once again, they're back at the same location. Sunwoo has absolutely no idea where Bantoon is. He has to have an idea. Has to. That it's in the wreck ship now. If he doesn't, it's going to continue to be a long seed. Tickles is at the right location. Tickles will be finishing up here shortly. Not enough, unfortunately, for the Woo to make a comeback. Sunwoo is heading back to Criteria, which means he's going to be headed to the wreck ship. Tickles is, in fact, now heading the right way. Is Tickles going to head for the map room? Or is Tickles going to walk into Mother Brain? We'll find out. Tickles has to head north. You should walk right into Mother Brain. Right into Mother Brain. There you go. And it's now just a short time away before Tickles finishes up here in first place on the restream. As Sunwoo Farmer finally heads the proper way, is heading to the wreck ship. Unless Tickles has something crazy happening. Tickles will not. Tickles will be finishing in first place, rather. We need to have a major mess up for Tickles not to finish in first place on the restream right now. Sunwoo Farmer's all sorts all over the place. It's gonna have to gravity jump. Tickles trying to farm. Tickles has to be careful. That glass has to get broken. And does! Nice! Oh, and just enough ammo to finish off Mother Brain 1. Folks, if you like what you see on the restream, make sure you give the racers a follow. They've put on a great race here for you all. Exclamation point R to follow the racers. Exclamation point C if you want to follow the commentary and tracking teams. Catch-up phase for Tickles on Mother Brain 2. Folks, it's that time again. It's guess the time that is going to end or get from the racers to get to the ship. I'm going to say 40 seconds. What do you all think? Get your time in now. Time's in now. Hurry, hurry, hurry. How long do you think the escape timer's gonna be? I'm gonna go at 40 seconds. Has to be in increments of 5 seconds over a minute. 10 seconds for under a minute, and it's gonna be 45 seconds. There you go. 5-second intervals. I was 5 seconds off. Let's go. Sunwoo Farmer has finally defeated Fantoon. He's about 5 minutes away from completing this seed. Chat is tempting the guy with the cookie avatar for cookies. Not right, chat. Nah, I kid. It's fine. Tickles takes first place here on the restream with an official racetime.gg time of 57 minutes and 15 seconds. That is GG's to Tickles. Well done. And Sunwoo is now heading back through the wreck ship, is going to be making his way on over to Mother Brain. Get your GG's in the Twitch chat for Sunwoo. I mean for Tickles, and eventually for Sunwoo. Sunwoo's having a grand old time, gets through with the key hunters no problem, and is now heading to Criteria back into Torian. A very fun race, a very fun seed for a race. And why is there no sound? It's because Sunwoo is talking to his stream, so it was left as not usable. So no worries there. Sunwoo heads back to Mother Brain, taking the safety save and refill at the ship. Tickles is hanging out in the green room. There are your developers, Maddo, Kyle B, Aussie101, Amoeba of Doom, and Seliker. Big shout out to everyone involved, all of your developers. The developers are amazing at what they do. They've given us one of the greatest randomizers of time. The Dash crew doing a great job. Do you think about the randomizers we have for Super Metroid? Varia randomizer. So Varia randomizer. We've got the Dash randomizer. Kip and team work on map randomizer. There's so many randomizers that make this game fresh and fun every single time. Shout out to legendary head coach Bill Belichick on signing a 5-year deal to become the new head coach at UNC. I'll have some hot takes for that on the podcast I'm on tonight. I don't think he'll actually stay all 5 years. But regardless, this is going to be a fun finish here. Who would be the Bill Belichick of SM Map Rando? It would have to be Aussie, wouldn't it? Greatest Map Rando player of all time. It has to be Aussie. I mean, do we say it's Zeb? Definitely might be Zeb, as he's our inaugural Map Rando tournament champion. Do we think it's Zeb? Zeb, Aussie? Maybe Eddie? Oates? Or is it you, Twitch chat? Are you, in fact, the greatest map Rando players of all time. Sunroof Farmer's sprite is something else. And here comes Tickles. GG's, Tickles.
Thanks for the GGs.
Well, that was a fun seed.
Yeah. I was having a good time until I, got soft lock and had to do Dragon and Ridley again. But
Yeah.
I think I still did okay.
Sunwoo's almost done here, so we're going to save a little bit of the technical discussion here. He's almost done, so because there are a couple things that I want to point out that were pretty interesting just in this seed in general. So in general, this is one of the seeds that I enjoy seeing because it makes for a much more fun on restreams when you can have a 40 minute to an hour seed, and Sunwoo finishes. So we'll get him up here too. So Tickles, what do you think of that for a race format?
I thought it was an awesome seed. A lot of good items early, like a lot of like if you have this, do that kind of stuff. Criteria is a little weird because you couldn't get the map, so you kind of had the blind stuff. But I think like having the knowledge of like top right of ship and top of whatever the big water room is called, tend to have like other zones and stuff.
Yeah,
kind of helped bridge the gap on that.
for sure.
Yeah, it was an awesome seed.
No, absolutely. So Sunwoo Farmer finishes in 13th place with an official time of 1 hour, 2 minutes, and 4 seconds. His Beardness finishes in 14th place, right behind Sunwoo, an official time of 1 hour, 2 minutes, and 24 seconds. These are the seeds, again, like Tickles and I were saying, just really makes it interesting overall. Much more fun, much more entertaining. I mean, there are times that we're commentating seeds here that take an hour and a half plus to really start, flying to the end, and those seeds can be brutal, but a Bubble Mountain starting seed is really interesting, especially when it's a double super energy tank start. What did you think of the start of the seed?
Oh man.
Not the funnest of starts.
It was interesting how you kind of like exhausted all your options pretty quickly, because like all the rooms ended up having progression, pretty much, except for at the top left.
For sure. Okay, so I don't know if Sun was getting in here. We'll figure that out here in a second. We'll give him another 30 seconds or so to come on in. Tickles, what's one thing about that seed that kind of stood out to you? Oh, actually, hang on. Hold that thought. Here's Sun Moon now. He just joined the green room. There is the Woo. He's here. GG's Woo.
GG's.
Yes, and of course, GG's to you, Tickles. So now I can ask the question again. What is one thing about that seed that you all really liked, or one thing that kind of stood out to you?
Not needing speed to finish is a first for a while, actually.
Fair.
I could have used it to not soft lock, but yeah.
I saw that soft lock coming, and then I left, and then I found Mother Brain and Criteria, and I was like, oh no, I need to go back there. And I sort of forgot about the wreck ship area, and Fantoon was in wreck ship.
Yeah, so I think that was one of the things that kind of stood out, like, to me, like, commentating for both of you. The beginning part of this seed, very, very linear. There was really not much else you could have done. The Divergence started at Everest. Wreck ship, Criteria, Torian, where to go backwards. You both ended up finding yourselves in Brinstar and Norfair. Would love to hear your thought processes behind that. Just knowing where some of the bosses were. Were you looking for a specific major? Did you forget about some of the bosses?
When I saw the Dragon Ridley thing, I was thinking, like, logically I would need gravity, but if I was able to find high jumps in spring, I would I'm not like super good at the double spring ball jump, but I would do it to get it just to like be able to get in there and get out. So I was just kind of keeping my eyes open for those items.
Nice.
When I found both those, I think I had gravity already. So, because I literally got gravity, felt like there was going to be a soft locked in Norfair and turned around. So
Okay.
I feel, and Meridia felt like good call going there, beating both bosses, and then leaving. Did I go back to Criteria, I think, first, and then back to Norfair?
It was something like that. I think one of the
Yeah.
the interesting things you did, Sunwoo, was you just walked into Mother Brain originally as you were trying to find really a semblance of anything that was going on there in the sea.
Yes, I was figuring that it was going to end up actually in Norfair, being like having that soft lock, maybe potential.
I thought
like,
for sure Mother Brain was going to be in Norfair.
Is they usually put like gravities right next to Mother Brain, or like the last item you need.
Right, exactly. So they'd have to like backtrack the Gaterio is kind of weird.
Yes.
Yeah, it really was a weird backtrack, because like where Fantune was in Wreck Ship, then you had to go all the way up to Torium, and then you had to find your way back to it. It was just really weird how things ended up. So, Sunwoo, question for you: so one of the other divergences between both of you was Sunwoo found himself doing an out of logic Coliseum into Brinstar. When you got to that map station in Brinstar, Sunwoo, what was the initial thought that went through your head? Because there was nothing there. There was not even one major in Brinstar. So what was your thoughts?
At that point, I just felt like there was one transfer location, I think, and yeah, I just had to go with it at that point. If not, I was gonna reset back and explore Wreck Ship, because I just skipped right over the pirate room. I feel the musketeer room. Yeah, I felt like I logic was pointing me more that way with the grapple. It's like, okay, this is good.
Yeah, for sure.
I actually thought it was in hard logic, that room with just grapple.
So
But I could be wrong.
GG's to our champion, Twinkie. Now, Twinkie, you're someone I haven't seen play a lot of in these community weeklies, yet you have a very impressive rating. So tell us a little bit about what you think of the Season 2 settings versus Season 1.
I'm sorry, you talking to me?
Yeah, Twinkie, Tickles.
I was so confused.
There's Twinkie in chat and Tickles. Both of them hitters. This is all Twinkie's fault. Tickles, sorry.
I'll be honest, I kind of like.
You both are fired. No, I'm kidding.
I'll be honest, I kind of hated random start at first, but that was really just because I kept skill issuing all over the place. Because I mean, it's the early game can be kind of rough in map randos as you're trying to find anything. But
sure.
But I've grown to like it a lot, and I think it helps keep it fresh. I wouldn't mind a return to like ship start in some other season, but I do think like random does make for better seeds overall and more interesting seeds. If the only trade-off being random start seems to create longer seeds more consistently, it seems to me. But not, it doesn't seem like the extremes are that different, though.
So, if you could change one thing about a ship start to make it more interesting, what would you do? Would you force it as a hub zone? If, like, we get to Season 3, we go back to ship start, are you forcing a hub zone? And making it minimum of 2 to 3 connectors? Like, I'm curious, what would you do if we went back to ship start? I feel like for me the answer is hub zone.
Yeah, we could do sub zone. Another thought I had too is like you could have like a pseudo ship start if you always started in like a save room, and that save room was like a special save room that gave you your stuff back. Because that could simulate like the safety of the ship start, but you know, still have like the more diverse starting points. And I know like Varia randomizer will sometimes even like stick save points in like rooms that they don't typically exist in. So something like that could work too.
Yeah, like that's one of the things I was talking about. Like, just there were so many amazing randomizers. Like originally, it was just Varia randomizer, which was amazing itself. Now we get Dash randomizer, we get Map randomizer. There's so many new randomizers that just make keeping this game so fresh all the time.
Yeah, this map randomizer thing is like one of the coolest things I've ever seen. Like, I used to play a lot of SMZ3s, and I can't play them anymore because I just like wish I was playing this instead because this is so much fun. It's like kind of ruined other randos for me. It's that good.
It's ruined him for other randos. It is ruined Tickles for other randos. Sunru, what about you? If we had to season 3, what would you do if we were at ship start, and then we'll get on out of here?
Okay.
Blow up the planet immediately is not an answer.
Yeah, I think I would have you start with a couple items. I think switch stuff up. Start with a random item, random major, and then I don't know what else could you do with ship start.
Now that's actually pretty interesting because in the Prime 1 rando, that's one of the settings. So 1 week of like a Swiss stage, one was like a random start, but one also in that random start had a random 0 to 3 majors.
Yeah.
That's an interesting idea if we went back to start, because let's just say you get, morph and bombs, or one of the two. You get bombs and then you immediately find morph. Does that make landing site in the logic? Does that put gauntlet, entrance to gauntlet logic? It does make things a little bit more different. I can just see Aussie now, he's taking notes down for the next season. But it's so cool. Congrats to both of you. It's so nice to see a bunch of people. Again, 26 people, folks, joined this community weekly. I think that's the highest amount I've seen for a community weekly ever. Again, maprando.com. Go and generate your own seeds. Join the Discord. These are fun. I was telling you, I competed in a bunch of races and just seeds over the weekend. Go have a ton of fun. Come and join Sunwoo and Tickles, not Twinkie. Congratulations to both of you. You both put on a fantastic race. GG's to you both. Any final thoughts before I get us on?
Thanks for having me on the restream, and I hope to do more races. Having a lot of fun doing this stuff. So thanks.
Excellent.
Yes. Thank you, Fan. Thank you for putting on the restream. Thank you, Steve, in the background there. And everybody who helped put this on, appreciate it. And this is a really good time for Rando. Map Rando's really something special. I've come to really love as well.
I mean, you think about what we have going on. We've got we got SMRAT going on. We've got Map Rando, the multi-category vanilla tournaments going on, which is outstanding. The way that MM2 and crew have come up with that concept, outstanding. It's a great time to be a Super Metroid. That is very true. It's always a good time to be a Super Metroid fan. Big shout-outs to Sunwoo Farmer and Tickles on the restream. Shout-outs to Stev on tracking. I am WXFan21, saying we'll see you next mission.